Hello, friend. My name is Asindra, and today I am going to hit my elbow on my phone and move it.
Don't do that.
I am going to continue playing for you Cinderella Phenomenon with Comp.
Hello.
So, last time we tried to escape again with dear old dad and failed pretty horribly. And now
Yeah.
there is a bright light. Not a bright life, but a bright light that is causing Mithras to turn into a snake.
Nah, it's a bright life. Magic, but how?
When the light clears, Blarg is still standing, his eyes on my feet. I follow his gaze. Oh, hey, it was our magic!
Nice.
My shoes have been replaced with two beautiful glass slippers.
Kick a bitch.
I broke my curse? What did I do? You tried to kill yourself.
You tried to kill yourself, and that was a good deed.
Yep.
Oh, not a good message, kids. Don't
Nope.
kill yourself. It's not a good deed.
Nope. The king looks at me, his eyes hazy. He opens his mouth to speak, but then stops when Mithras comes to hover just above him, his expression fixed into a glare.
Oh, how charming. But your broken curse will not help you now, princess. Now be a good girl and allow Blarg to escargot you to your cell. Look, fuck the English language.
Blarg takes us to one of the prison cells and locks us up.
You just mutter fucking gibberish. Ugh. This time be a good girl and don't try to escape.
I scowl at him. He only smirks in response.
Kick a bitch with your glass shoes, that'll hurt.
Yeah, really.
Like, I'm going to scowl at him, like, no, I'd have whipped off my shoes and, like, cold cocked them, honey.
You know what you could do since they're glass slippers? Just break it against the wall and be like, hey.
Right? Like, instead of a bottle, just a shoe. Like, listen,
Yeah.
bitch, we're fighting.
I will not hesitate, bitch.
You're going down, I'm gonna stab you with my shoe. Break the end of the heel off, like,
Yeah,
I'm ready. Feisty as always.
He flashes me a lopsided smile before taking his leave.
Asindra.
That's me. The king quickly takes my hand in his and pulls me down to the floor to sit beside him. He reaches into his pocket, then withdraws a handkerchief. What is he doing? He neatly folds the cloth and leans towards me. I cringe back on reflex. He gingerly presses the handkerchief onto my injured skin. I cringe as I feel the pain.
I am so sorry, Asindra. Your injury is my fault.
You have nothing to apologize for. I did it to save you, and yet here we are. I am the one that owes you an apology. I turn my gaze away in shame. The king cups my cheek and turns my head so that I am facing him. The gesture is so gentle it moves me to tears.
A father should be the one to protect his child, always.
His face is twisted in pain as he stares at me, eyes brimming with tears. I see the recognition in his eyes. Having reunited with my father like this makes me realize that I still cared for him.
Please forgive me.
I already have. The words take a great weight off of my heart. It is as if the ice that has been shrouding it for so long is finally melting away. Without another word, my father throws his arms around me, trapping me in a warm embrace. This is the first time he has ever hugged me. I feel tears brimming in my eyes, and soon I am crying as I bury my face into my father's shoulder.
Well, you know, at least she's getting therapy while she's locked up.
Yeah, really? At least you're doing something productive.
Right? I am sorry. Please forgive me, my dear daughter.
We stay like this for what seems like a lifetime, leaning against each other and crying, silently asking for forgiveness. Once we are more relaxed, I sit down beside my father and tell him what transpired since I was cursed. His expression becomes darker with every word that I speak.
You have suffered so much, and I have not been able to ease that suffering in any way. To be fair, since she has been a peasant, you haven't fucking really realized she existed.
Yeah. So it's not really your fault.
Like, I haven't been there to comfort you. Like, listen, man, she was just another street urchin. That's really not your fault.
No.
Blame the doll that is not a doll.
Yeah. Blame Delora. No, my life as a commoner showed me things I had never appreciated before. It was more fulfilling than my life in the palace. The moment I became cursed might be the first moment I started truly living.
Hashtag character development.
Yay! I take a deep breath as I contemplate the question that has been in my heart all this time. Your Majesty, have you ever loved me? I am terrified, but I still force myself to look right at the king.
Sweat drop. I have always loved you, Syndra. I value you. Way to go, Devin. Fuck the line. I have always loved you, Syndra. I value you more than my own life. Value you. Jesus Christ. Value you. You. You are my everything, my daughter.
I blink at him, my eyes filled with tears. I've waited for so long to hear those words from you. If you loved me, why were you not there for me?
In the distance, down the corridor, they can hear me screaming, "It was your fucking mother!"
I thought you were going to go with the echolocation scream, but okay.
Well, no, that's all a Syndra.
Yeah, that's true.
She is probably doing it intermittently just to be sure that her dad is still next to her, but you know.
Yeah. Why did you let Mother do this to me? Was it because I was her daughter?
It is true that you are her daughter. But you were also basically her prisoner. And you're also mine. I don't even remember how we...
His voice trails off and he avoids my eyes, because nobody wants to think about having sex with Hildir.
I'm taking issue with the fact that he doesn't remember it. Like, honey, did you get roofied?
Probably. He sighs softly.
I was put under a spell that night. He was magically roofied. Oh. Magic roofie. Months later, you came along, and I thought I could never bring myself to love you. Not when you were the witch's daughter. But you were different. She was darkness, and you were light. And then she corrupted you. Hildir forbade me to get close to you. She was afraid that I would influence you to betray her. She told me that she would steal you away completely if I ever approached you. Fucking called it. I couldn't bear the thought of losing my own daughter, so I did as she demanded. I had to watch you grow up from afar. I had to push you away. The only thing I could do for you was help you celebrate your birthday every year.
The birthday surprises every year. The letters that led to the secret birthday rooms. Those surprises were always the highlight of my birthday. This whole time, it was you who planned those surprises?
I could not let you know that it was I who planned those surprises. The beautiful smile that you had on your face when you saw all of your gifts was more than enough. I'm really sorry for everything, Asindra. For not being a good father, for not being there for you, for pushing you away. After your mother died...
He pauses and shakes his head.
I tried to get close, but the damage was done.
Mm-hmm.
After I had thought she died, I thought I might make it up to you. But I had failed miserably as your father. You were already so far away from me. I tried to get close to you, but you were cantankerous as all hell.
Yeah. I drove you away.
I do not blame you.
I think back to all those times when he tried to talk to me or approach me. I would always walk away or refuse to talk to him. Because I hated him. I was convinced he didn't love me.
I tried. But I tried too late and not hard enough. I should have tried to better understand you. I should have tried harder to see what your mother had done to you. I have never expected any sort of forgiveness, and yet you still gave it to me. But now I am at a loss as to what I can do to make it up to you.
But you're here now, right? I smile at him hesitantly, and he smiles back. He leans forward to place a kiss on my forehead, even as he wipes a tear away.
I love you, Asindra.
I love you too, Father. He rests his hand on my cheek.
Allow me to make it up to you. Allow me to protect you. You cannot bring her back, Asindra. There would be too many consequences.
But if I refuse to help them, they will kill you. Father shakes his head and smiles.
If I have to give up my life to give you and our kingdom a brighter future, then so be it.
Blarg.
Blarg, goddamn you. Fucking up this family moment. Does this mean that off in the Marchen there's like an entire group of people that are like, oh shit, bro?
What do you mean?
Because now they suddenly remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
princess.
The entire kingdom's like, wait, what?
The entire kingdom's like, wait a minute, we had another princess? Princess, it's almost time to go.
Father moves to stand in front of me.
I won't let you take her.
Larg doesn't answer. He silently taps his cane to the ground, creating the same energy force as before, sending Father back into the wall with an invisible force. Father! Father staggers back to his feet and gazes at me with a pained expression.
Don't do this, Asindra.
I ball my hands into tight fists. I have no other choice. I am sorry, Father, but I cannot let them kill you. I try to smile at him reassuringly before walking away with Blarg. The last thing I hear is him calling my name before Blarg closes the door and there is silence in the hallway. I am once again standing in front of Mother's crystallized form.
It's time, Princess. Now put your hands over the crystal.
I stare at my mother's crystallized form in silence, but fear takes hold of my body.
Time is of the essence, Princess.
I do as commanded and set my hands on the surface of the crystal.
Can you just, like, overload her like an electrical surge?
That would be cool.
You need only 10 watts of magic. I will
Here's
give
30.
you 10,000.
Yeah. Moments later, the clock strikes 12 and my body suddenly grows heavy. A strange power begins to flow through me. What is happening?
Magical puberty.
I attempt to pull my hands back, but to no avail. Not only are they heavy, but they feel as if they are glued to the crystal. Even as I struggle to move, I feel my energy dimming as the crystal grows brighter and brighter.
Yes, yes. No way I'm reading that seriously.
I blink a few times as tears begin to sting my eyes. I
This
bite my
girl's in the background going, yee, bitch!
I bite my lip in an attempt to keep myself from falling unconscious, and the effort only makes me taste blood.
Asindra!
Hi, Waltz. Out of the corner of my eyes, I catch a glimpse of Waltz by the door, his hand glowing as he prepares to cast a spell. Waltz. Waltz's eyes meet mine, and his expression contorts in anger as he turns to glare at Mithros.
This is madness, Myth. You're too late, Waltz. Just a little bit more, and the energy transfer will be complete. And my queen will be free from her prison. I won't let you do this. Insert cliche
Magic.
dialogue here.
Yeah. Waltz releases his spell at Mithros, who quickly conjures a shield to protect himself. I feel so weak. I feel my knees giving out. The next thing I know, Walt stands beside me with a dagger. He drives the edge of the dagger into the dark crystal's surface, cracking it slightly. And then I am free.
And the
Waltz...
Skeksis are created.
What are they?
I said, and then Skeksis and Mystics are created.
What?
Because you cracked the crystal.
Okay.
Never mind.
I don't know what they are.
In the movie The Dark Crystals, there's two beings, the Skeksis and the Mystics, and they were created when the original crystal was cracked.
Oh, okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I meant to watch it last week and I forgot.
Aw. Waltz catches me in his arms just before my body hits the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh, stay with me, Syndra.
My body relaxes when I feel his arms around me. I squint up at his face, but his features are blurry. I have to blink a few times to clear my vision.
Part of me wants to leave this to the dice.
Whatever you want.
Da-da-da, that is a 6.
I knew you'd come back.
Thank you for trusting me. I will always come back for you, no matter the risks.
Do you really want to have this conversation right now?
We are going to have an emotional, heartfelt conversation while the world falls apart around us. They really are in a Final Fantasy game.
Thank you.
Don't speak, princess. Save your strength. We're still in the middle of a fucking fight. How did you get in here? Wub, wub, wub. What? I gotta put the sticky note back up. Jesus. It looks like we made it just in time.
Parfait steps through a hole in the wall that her outburst of magic created. She looks solemn. He moved.
God damn it! Fucking. If someone else pops up and he moves again, I'm gonna scream. You! How dare you show your face here? You, who tried to kill my beloved queen. Listen, creepy.
Kill? Mithros raises his hand to cast a spell, but Parfait quickly freezes him in place with a flick of her wrist. I am surprised, but then I realize that Parfait is the Lucius bearer. Even in her weakened state, it seems she is a force to be reckoned with. She turns to face me with a weak smile on her face.
As the barrel of
The barrel of the gun.
As the barrel of the gun on the thing. As the bearer of the crystal Lucius Malfoy. As the bearer of Lucius Malfoy, it is my duty to stop Hildir. Such was my goal, even back then. Even when the two of us were dear friends.
While Parfait is speaking, Blarg slowly moves forward with his cane. He seems just about ready to bring it down to the ground when Parfait turns in place and casts a spell. The magic hits the cane head-on, shattering it on impact. Blarg, however, seems surprisingly calm.
It's a good thing that wasn't the only weapon I had, huh?
Blarg suddenly charges towards Parfait. Something silver and sharp glints in his hand. Parfait doesn't even move as she casts another spell, knocking Blarg back against the wall.
Yeah, dumb.
The knife in his hand clatters to the ground. Blarg staggers back to his feet. The mask covering his eyes falls from his face as he stands. When he looks up, I feel my blood turn cold. Fritz? Blarg wags his finger at me, his smile crooked.
Maybe I look like him a little, but you can't seriously think we're the same person, can you?
I clutch Waltz's shirt between my fingers as I stare. Everything begins to feel hazy once again. What is going on?
Syndra,
I hear my father before I see him. When I turn, he is limping towards us with a pained expression on his face. I can only assume that he somehow made it out of his cell, or that someone helped him out. Waltz's arm is still there to support me as I walk toward my father. Father reaches out to touch both of my cheeks. His warmth makes me flinch.
You are cold.
I will be fine. Father clenches his fists and turns to Mithros.
It's over now, Mithros. Not quite. I don't know who this is, but I'm doing the voice.
A bright light suddenly surrounds the dark crystal, and the whole room is engulfed in white. I'm assuming it's the mom.
Yeah, probably. I should have killed you a long time ago, dear Gennaro. Wub, wub, wub.
Oh.
Did we die? Okay. Did he die?
Father! I am unable to see what has happened, but as soon as the light disappears, I see what horror has happened before me.
He died.
I scream when I spot the large gash in my father's chest. Blood pours from a wound from a blade of light. I catch my father in my arms as he stumbles back. Waltz quickly comes to stand beside me to help support him. Father!
How this kingdom is mine. Now, fucking the goddamn English. This kingdom is mine once again.
The voice is familiar, but distantly so. It is a voice from my memories. I look up suddenly, and there she is. My mother stands before me, beautiful and regal. Her eyes are cold, lacking any kind of love as she looks over at me.
Asindra. Welcome back, my queen.
Mithros, who has somehow managed to escape from Parfait, is now down on one knee before Mother.
Hildir. Hello, dear Faye. It's been a while.
Parfait puts a hand to her chest as she begins to cough. She collapses to her knees.
You have grown weaker since we last fought. Lady Parfait!
Mother's what? Mother's
I don't know.
eyes. I said mother's abs.
her abs. Her abs snap to waltz and narrow. That's a horrifying image.
That's not normal. That's body horror right there.
I see that the traitor is here too. I also see that you've managed to reunite with my daughter.
Mother flicks her wrist as she casts her spell.
You will pay for what you did to me.
And how we will pay, we will find out next time. So, thank you for watching. Comp, do you have anything left to say?
Do you think Hildir gets around by screeching too?
I think that she, maybe after being trapped in the dark crystal, but before that, probably not. Though that would be terrifying, wouldn't it? If the queen just screeching everywhere.
The queen just banshee screeching.
So, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.